A very long life is held for you and your loved ones. Well, see, that just pisses me off. I want us all to feel good. I want you to be happy. You hear me? I know. From LAH 1743. I retired, but got trapped by an elder parent with physical and mental issues. She got trapped, he or she, because I really don't know if it's a male or female who wrote this. So disappointed that I have to sustain her life instead of preparing for my older years. I really wanted to camp for the next 10 to 20 years and save for rent or whatever is needed for my final days. But after watching my parents age, my plan, if I get into trouble health-wise, I'll go hike and feed myself to a bear or snakes. You don't want to be 100. Folks, live and enjoy. Get out there and don't live so safely. A very long life is held for you and your loved ones. Well, see, that just pisses me off. Oh, yeah, it does. LAH, you're not pissing me off. It's the idea that you just gave and shared with me and the rest. That idea, that's not good. Okay, so here's where I'm at. We're going to talk about this, okay? Now, this time I made coffee talk. This is coffee talk, okay? And it's still pretty hot, so be careful, okay? Cheers. Yeah. I've already had 2 cups of tea. It's mid-morning, and I'm going to have a little bit of coffee. I know my stomach can handle it right now. Let's break it down, okay? Let's break this down. See, I do not like this whole attitude that, and it's not just you, LAH. This is, it's a growing thing. I'm all excited. Where did we go wrong? Where did we turn the tables? Where did we turn on the road? And all of us, like little sheep, went down this. We were going there, and then all of a sudden something turned, and we all went that way. And everybody sort of followed. Not everybody, but so many followed, thinking that we're aging. And that we just age so terribly with our habits, what we're doing. But a lot of it's up here, folks. A lot of it's up here. This is an attitude that a lot of people carry inside of their head. And what we hold in our head, we hold in our hand. Okay? So if you consider yourself, I'm young, I'm going to live a long life, a healthy long life, so that I'm not a burden on anybody. What you hold in your head, you hold in your hand. But if you say things like, you do not want to be 100. I do. Why not? So here's where I'm at. I'm going to show you some photos here. Is this what you want? Is this the kind of life that you want? And a lot of people, I mean, there are people that I went to school with that have already passed. Yeah. And we watch people, we watch celebrities and things, people like that we can actually watch and see how are they aging. Some are aging well, some are not aging so well. But is this what you want? Or is this what you want? This is happening all over the world. This is happening all over, especially in our nation. I'm not saying you all have to end up being bodybuilders. No, you don't have to end up being a bodybuilder, but these are the possibilities for yourself. You can go and work out. You can do those walks and do those hikes and keep yourself healthy. keep your body in good working order that you actually could live to be 100 and you would be okay with it. Right? Yeah. Now I know, okay, I don't want to get comments and letters. I'm gonna refute them right now before they ever come my way. I totally understand that there are people who were in car accidents, who were in diving accidents, that broke their necks. You've hurt yourself. You can't get around the same way as you could before. And there are issues that people are going through, that some of them are not preventable. You couldn't prevent that from happening. But I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that I believe that most of the issues, the health issues that people are dealing with right now were preventable. Okay? They were preventable. And I also believe that you can get out of them now. I believe that you can start changing your life. Change it over. As far as like I showed you, the bodybuilders, I saw, and I'm not really sure how old some of these gals are and these fellas, but I do know that there's this one gal, she's 93, and I think around like in her late 80s, she decided she was going to start doing some stretching yoga. Okay, I know some people say, "Oh, you shouldn't do yoga if you're a Christian." Okay, let's just dispel that right here. We're talking about keeping your body stretched out and doing some stretching that can open up the energy in your body and really give you a better life, a lifestyle, right? Well, they show her now. She's 93, and she looks. She's 93. My dad passed when he was 94, and he looked pretty old. He wasn't doing any stretching or things like that. But she's 93, and she looks just as able to move around, and she's happy. She's got the smile on her face. She's living her best life at 93 years old. So you say, let's go back to the letter here. You say, I retired. So you're probably around like 65, 70. And you got trapped by an elder parent with physical and mental issues. Maybe she has dementia or something like that. But she has physical issues also. So if you're 70, she's probably maybe in her 90s. Yeah. I mean, I can see that, okay? I mean, you might only be 65. And so you didn't give me ages. That would have been nice if for this type of a statement, because this is a pretty stark statement that you made. There's a few statements in here that you made, right? And so you're very disappointed. You say that you're so disappointed that you have to sustain her life instead of preparing your own older years. Well, you can still help take care of her. And you can still do things, I believe. Please do a follow-up on this. Leave a comment. I'm sure you may watch this. And you say, I really wanted to camp for the next 10 to 20 years. You still can do it. You can do it. I mean, if she really she has physical and mental issues, she's probably very much on her decline. And you're going to have time. As long as you are taking care of yourself. There you go. Now, let's talk about that just for a minute. I want to be able to keep doing things up until my 90s, even 100s. I do. As long as the world is still here and it hasn't fallen apart, or the New World Order has taken over and we're in 1984 book, right? George Orwell. I plan on being quite able to move around and stretch around and I plan on being very stretched out and physically capable of taking care of myself. I might need some help. I understand that. I might need some help, but I did have 4 children, so we'll see. Maybe they can pass me around when I start getting up in my 95s and 98s, right? Right, kids? Yeah. But here's the thing. Did you hear what she said, LAH? That now she has to sustain her parent. Well, do you really want to do that to your kids? Do you really want to? You need to take care of yourself. I heard somebody said something about, I don't want to end up in a nursing home. I want to be careful what I eat. You're coming, and I think I saved it, but let me just say what you said. You'll know who you are. You said, I am watching every little thing I eat now because I don't want to end up in a nursing home in my later years, okay? Who's going to end up in a nursing home? Well, I hope you got money, because that is super expensive. Oh my gosh. Or you've got rich children, because a lot of people can't even afford their homes right now, let alone when they get older, they're going to be able to afford a nursing home. We're talking thousands of dollars, even per year. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And even per day. So you want to take care of yourself for your children's sake. And then you say, but after watching my parents age, my plan, if I get into trouble health-wise, I'll go hike and feed myself to a bear or snakes. Nah, come on. See, that's really where a lot of it, where I really got pissed off when I read that. Because that attitude, not at you, but that attitude, that thought, is like, life is precious. You know, I will mention just briefly, I have spent this summer just sort of in isolation, alone, because I believe that's where he wants me. He's got plans for me. Okay. So, but right now I'm sort of, in some ways in the beginning, I thought, oh, what a waste of a summer. Well, it's not a waste. And really a waste? A whole summer? I'm 71. I'm in my 70s. And I don't want to waste any day whatsoever. We want to have our days. We want to enjoy our days. We want to do what needs to be done. We want to move forward. We want to walk that straight path. I don't want to take that turn. I want to walk that path down there, right? And I want to do what needs to be done for me to please him and please myself and help. If I can help out, you know, before I leave this earth, if I can help out. But just to say, oh, I don't want to leave, I'm just going to go feed myself to a bear. No, you're not. And that, no, you matter. We're all important. The world, you're here for a reason, right? And you don't want to just waste it. Okay? You got that? You don't want to waste it. And she says, or he or she, you do not want to be 100. Well, I do. A lot of us do. What? I don't think, you know, even 80s are really not that old. People are living to be 100. And biblically, God gave us 120 years. When did we start going off the wrong path? Okay. And then you say, folks, live and enjoy, get out there and don't live so safely. Well, that might be good advice for some. I like to live safely. I really do, because I want to spend time with my grandchildren, and I don't have any great grandchildren, but I will, and I want to meet them, and I want to see them, and I want to hold them. I actually want to watch them grow up. I mean, I've got grandchildren that are in their mid-20s, right? So yeah, I could actually spend time watching a great grandchild grow up, because I'm taking care of myself. Okay. So, and then you say a very long life is hell for you and your loved ones. No, it's not. No, I disagree with that. And that kind of like, I don't like to hear stuff like that. You know, life is precious. Our breath is precious. Breathing in and out and waking up in the morning. So this is my message to you now. Okay, so we've been talking about, living a long time and having that attitude, like I'm going to live a long time and life is precious and I'm not going to be a burden to my children. Well, how are we going to do that? How are we going to do that? Because day after day, we're finding more and more and more that the government, the FDA has been trying to us. off us. Yeah, the things that they're allowing in. The pharmaceutical companies have taken over, and they've allowed a lot of poisons and toxins to get into our entire food system. So what can we do? What can we do? These are the things you want to get rid of. Get rid of these things out of your life. They say in a grocery store, the middle ends, around the ends is really where it's at. Although at Walmart, I noticed at one end, the complete end, there's like alcohol and beer and stuff. So you can't count on that. You can't count on that. Sorry about that. I got some coffee burps going on, okay? How do you like your coffee? You like it? Okay, so you want to get rid of these things. Alcohol, major. Get rid of the alcohol. Stop drinking alcohol completely. It just destroys your organs. It destroys your mind, okay? And it ages you so fast. So if you're a major drinker, and some of you, I know that some of you out there are closet drinkers. Yeah, you drink at night when you think nobody's watching or knowing that you're doing that. Well, you're not fooling anybody. You're drinking at night by yourself. Okay. Soda, get rid of soda. Sometimes if I see people buying soda, I almost want to say, don't do that. But then I mind my own business. I stay in my own lane, right? But I'm not staying in my own lane with this, right? You're now in my lane. So come on into my lane and let me show you. Don't do sodas. And all of these things here have chemicals in it, major chemicals. They have toxins and poisons. I did find out just a couple weeks ago that Centrum is owned by pharmaceutical companies. And what they were doing, and the name of it is starts with CH. And I looked it up. That's what it is. And it's an ingredient in Centrum vitamins, multivitamins. What they're doing is they skim off the top of the sewer sludges, these holding tanks that hold the sewer sludge that they've cleaned the sewer sludge, which means poop and all that stuff, right? And they're scraping it off. And then what they're doing is they're putting it into Centrum. I'm not kidding. And so a lot of other people found out about it too and looked it up and they said, that's what they're doing. I took all of my vitamins that I bought, like Nature's Made Nature Way or whatever Centrum, and I pitched them. I threw them away. I haven't replaced them yet. I got more research to do, but those are the things you want to get rid of. That's what they're doing to us. And then these are the things that you want to eat. But you do have to be careful because they're also spraying our veggies, our produce in the actual grocery stores. The misters coming down, there's chemicals in there that they're spraying on them. And I'll do another video on which I heard that Kroger is not, Sprouts is not, and Whole Foods hasn't really said one way or the other. Another thing is they've been spraying, Bill Gates has this called a peel, and it's a forever chemical. You can't even wash it off, and they're being sprayed on our veggies. And I don't believe, and Kroger and Sprouts and them said that they're not doing that either. So, okay. Yay. So you're going to have to do some research, but these are the foods that you do want to eat. You want to put those things in your body, and you want to exercise, and you want to do all of that. So, another reminder for you, okay? I just don't like them because what you hold in your head, you hold in your hand. Okay? Never talk negatively about yourself or about your lifestyle because your body will respond. Your whole being will, this is the path that you're taking. You're turning that path. Okay? So don't. This was a meme. And it said, when you're older and you drop something, you stare at it for a while wondering if you actually need it anymore. Let me throw that again. Really? Come on. I can lean down and pick it up anytime I want to. If you have that hard of a time that if you drop something and you can't even bend down to pick it up, you're done. Do you want to be done? Do you want it to be over? life is a gift. That's all I got to say. Life is a gift, and good things are coming your way. Now, if you want to have some stretching and some exercise videos, these I do myself. I do my own videos. I watch myself and do them with myself. Go to minivanlee.com and I sell them. Okay, I've got some exercise videos, and what I'm doing now is just for $11.95, which is the price. I send you everything that I have as far as videos, and I've got them broken up for you with music, without music. I've got a complete one, but I've also got videos, shorter videos, if you want to just stretch and then come back to another one later. I've got leg work. I've got weights. Okay, and then strength exercises. So go to minivanlee.com. Now, if you want to give me a gift, I got gifts too. Just click on the gifts, and I've got all kinds of amounts there. $5, $10 is just wonderful, and thank you all when you do that. Please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Let's see what else. I hope you enjoyed this. This is my little rant. I want us all to feel good. I want you to be happy. There's no reason to just let yourself go. You're going to be a burden to yourself. You're going to be a burden to your children. And let me just say, you can do whatever you want to do, but it's a slow, painful death. It really is. People say, well, I'm going to eat what I want. I'm going to die anyways. Yeah, well, you're going to be in pain. Yeah, it's a slow decline. And you're just sitting in pain and lonely, right? You don't want to be lonely. You don't want to be in pain. You don't want to be this slow slide into death, okay? And you don't want to feed yourself to a bear. Okay? LAH, I want a new attitude from you, okay? Now, if you need to take care of your mom and your dad, okay. But you can still do things on your own too. You really can. And enjoy what you can. And this is a good lesson for all of you who are growing older out there. Take care of yourself. Don't burden your children, okay? Okay, so you go out and have a really good day. Get going. Get moving. I love you guys. You hear me? I know. Mwah. Till tomorrow.